In today's video, I'm going to be sharing the top 5 customer service killers and what you need to do to avoid them. Number 1, inconsistent friendliness. It does very little good to be friendly one day with one customer and then the next day turn around and not be so friendly with them. You've got to be absolutely consistent with your friendliness. Human nature is we default to the negative. So if you're friendly 4 times with a customer, but that 5th time there's unfriendliness and it's inconsistent, unfortunately, our human nature is, and that customer is, they are going to remember that one instance where you were unfriendly. So you've got to be absolutely consistent with this friendly every customer, with every interaction, every single day, every single time that you have a touch point with that customer. A great solution to combat inconsistent unfriendliness with your team is to create a culture of friendliness and to have the team understand that every customer is important. Every customer should be treated with respect, but also to have the focus that this one customer is the only customer that you have right here and now. And look at them that way and dial in and be focused with them each and every interaction. So killer number 2 is slow service delivery. We live in an Amazon society where everybody wants everything right here, right now. And so when you're slow to answer the phone, when you're slow to get to a customer's house or job site to fulfill what needs to be done, when you're slow to follow up, when you're slow to invoice, when you're slow to do anything, really, it is a killer for customer service. And customers will not deal with it. They will not stand for it, and they'll move on very quickly if they sense or have dealt with you being very slow in your service expectations. So you've got to be quick. Now, I understand there's certain aspects that, take some time, and there's some things that need to happen to fulfill maybe everything that you need to do with taking care of that customer. But for every minute you can save, for being dialed in, for communicating on a very quick basis, it's just going to create that excellent perception of great customer service. So be quick, be fast, expedite best you can in every area. It'll serve you very well. One solution for slow service delivery is to have some kind of system, some kind of platform to expedite your service delivery, to be able to do it on a much quicker basis. Simple as that. There's many platforms. There's all kinds of ways to do this. You can have your internal systems, but create something, buy something to expedite that service delivery. It will save you money, but it also is going to make you a lot of money when you do that. So here's killer number 3, failure to take responsibility for your mistakes. This is a huge one. Nobody likes this, not taking responsibility. You can look at your friendships. You can look at your relationships. It's difficult to have a relationship with somebody who doesn't take responsibility for their mistakes. Same thing for a business. If you're not taking responsibility for your mistakes, if you're blaming somebody else, if you're pointing fingers, customers do not like that. They know you'll make mistakes. It's human nature. Things happen. They understand that. If you'll simply just own up to it, apologize, take responsibility for it, 9 times out of 10, that customer is going to forgive you. There won't be any problems, and they are still going to love you, want to do business with you. When you're blaming, when you're pointing fingers, when you're not acknowledging that there's a mistake, then there's going to be issues, and more than likely that customer will find some other business to deal with and leave you. And the bad part is they won't even let you know. They'll just exit your business, and there you've lost a customer. So here's a great tip for taking responsibility for your mistakes. First and foremost, apologize. Simple as that, apology. That goes such a long ways. If you'll just apologize, hey, Mr. and Mrs. So we messed up. So sorry. We're going to rectify this. We're going to take care of this. We're sorry for the inconvenience. Please forgive us. Let's move on. That lowers the temperature for that customer, and that'll buy you a lot of time and help that customer realize that, hey, You're still there for them. You're going to take care of the situation, and they'll give you a lot of latitude when you simply apologize. Killer number 4 is poor communication. This is huge. Simply just communicating and communicating consistently with your customers is golden. In any situation, again, and this transcends just business, when there's lack of communication, there's going to be issues. So you've got to communicate, and you got to communicate consistently. You need to communicate. If you communicate too much, your customer will finally tell you, but that is going to be a rare instance. They like to be in the know. They like to know exactly what's going on. They like to know when it's going to happen. They want to know where they're at, where you're at, how things are going, how they're going to transpire. So you cannot go wrong by over communicating with your customer. Killer number 5 is a messy or a unprofessional appearance. When you want to create a perception for your customers, all right? And the reality is you are creating a perception for your customer. Either you're creating a great perception or you're creating a negative perception. If a technician shows up at a customer's house to do a job and they've got grease on them and untucked and hats on backwards and their jeans are dirty, there's going to be a little bit of a red flag in that customer's mind of, okay, are they really going to take care of this? Do they have all these areas figured out? Are they going to really do the job that I need them to do? If you pull up and your work truck or work van is dirty and messy and unorganized, again, it's going to give that perception of, are they as good as I think they are or they should be? So again, when you look the part, when you are professionally dressed, when things are nice and clean and neat, it creates that perception of, hey, these people are on the ball. They're going to take care of things. And it's going to give that, again, to give that perception of great service, but it also just calms that customer down and lets them understand that, hey, this is a top-notch organization, and I'm glad they're doing the job for me. These are the 5 customer service killers. They are very easy to overlook. But on the other side of that coin, they are very easy to take care of with just a little focus, a little training, a little education with your staff. And when you do that, they will have a huge impact on the success of your business. If you're ready to eliminate these 5 customer service killers and transform your business and massively increase your profitability, make sure you click on the link in my bio and see if you qualified for a free consultation session with me.